Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome. Hope all is well. Glad you're here. We're doing another episode on advice for those in their 20s. I'm 29 as of now, and I'll be 30 in December. There are some things that I wish I could have redone. There are some things that I am telling younger people that I know in my personal life. I'm giving them advice, I'm giving them motivation, and I figured I'd start making videos for y'all. Maybe you're older and you need a reminder. So let's talk about it. The thing that I would have redone, thing that I would have told my younger self, is to stay away from the parties. Don't smoke weed every single day. Don't be drinking every weekend and every other day or every day. There is nothing lit about it. Yeah, you be stressed out here and there, but you have to find a better way to cope and to manage your stress. And here are some things that you can do. Go to the gym. Go for walks. Go to the public library and read some books. Hit up some people that you know. And no, I ain't talking about the one that's gonna be like, let's go out tonight, or every weekend. There are people in my life that I know, as I was going through my 20s, all they did every weekend was party to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the frickin' morning. And I'm here to let you know right now, that is a setup for failure. You know why? Because that's what I saw happen to these people. You're driving home after a party, under the influence, you get pulled over, the cops get you out of the car, they tow your vehicle, and now you're gonna spend the night in jail, in a holding cell. Then you gotta pay for your car to get out of the tow lot, then you gotta go to court, you gotta miss work or miss class. It becomes a mess. So that's why I say, don't party every single weekend till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the frickin' morning. You can have a good time here and there, but always do business before pleasure. If you are under the age of 25, maybe you're fresh out of high school, maybe you're dealing with some things and you don't know what to do, here's my recommendation. You could sign up for what's called jobcorps. It's a free place to stay. They'll offer you a free place to stay, free education, free food, free training, in whatever field of work that you seek. You could go to college. Same thing. You might end up living in a dorm. I don't really know everything about college, but you can go there, do what you gotta do. Or you could sign up for the gym, sign up for boxing, sign up for MMA, join the military. That's one thing that I regret. I've always been a militant individual, you could say, you know, keep myself in shape. I've always had a structure. But I was still caught up with smoking, trying to look cool, thinking that we're gangsta, thinking that we're hard. But looking back on it now, a lot of these people that I hung around, they weren't so tough, they weren't so hard. What is tough about that? What's tough about selling drugs, using drugs, doing each other dirty, robbing each other? What's so tough about that? The people that I hung around, even myself, they barely go to the gym. barely keep themselves in shape. They don't keep themselves in check. When they get stressed out, they need to pop a pill. They need to smoke a blunt. They can't even cope with a little bit of stress. Every time they see a cop car, they get panicky. You're scared to reap the consequence. Versus some real gangsters that will do the time and all that stuff. Those people are just gonna drag you down, and they drag themselves down. They end up going to jail. They end up getting hooked on drugs. They might get a bad batch and they overdose. They end up in the hospital, the psych ward. It's a mess. It's a setup for failure. And another thing is, the plugs, the people that make the real money, they're taking advantage of the people that try to re-up. Because the plugs don't have to drive around all day and deal with people. And deal with the risk. Yeah, they do, but not as much as your typical average person trying to sell drugs and use drugs and make money and do each other dirty, and they think they're tough. Probably, these people, they never played sports. High school sports team. That's why I tell people, play sports, go to the military, go to job corps, go to college, take that class, take that apprenticeship, go to church, become part of the community. Do what's best for you and your community and your future generations. And if you're gonna sell drugs, stay away from the hard stuff. A little bit of marijuana is okay, a little recreational activity, but every single day is a problem. You are young, you're in your 20s, you're in your early 20s, you're under the age of 25. Around that age is the time where you have to put in work, build your structure, build your resume, build your accolades, and once you get to my age, you're pretty much set up for success or to survive. Because once I snapped out of it around the age of 25. That's when I started focusing on work. That's when I stopped going out to party. That's when I stayed away from people and focused on myself. It allowed me to build my resume. I built networks and connections with people that are trying to grow and benefit their future and their children. So if anything ever happens, you can always contact these people and they got your back because you helped them. And for those who don't know, I've been doing a lot of side work with this guy because he told me one day recently, a couple months ago, he thanked me. Thank you, man. You have no idea how much you helped me doing all these projects for him, because he specializes in sales and I'm an installer. And he was thanking me like, listen, I'm going to start paying you more once we get more deals and more clients, because he admitted it. He was in debt and we started working together more often because the regular company that I'm with is kind of falling apart. I don't know why, whatever. But he let me know, like, because I started working with him more, he was able to clear some obstacles. And when he's ready, he's going to start paying me more. And that depends on your field of work. It doesn't apply to everybody. If you're in the construction field or the mechanics, whatever, maybe, I don't know. But that's the point. You build your resume, you build your accolades, you build your networks, and you grow together. Another thing is, y'all, don't let social media trick you. Don't be on your phone every day, every hour, when you could be reading a book or exercising instead. I have somebody right now in my life She's a young gal, young female. She's always on her phone. And I keep telling her, like, listen, you could be studying. You could be training. You could be signing up for classes and courses instead of scrolling on social media all day, feeling like your life ain't you know. Some people get depressed because you're seeing all these other people live their lives. But the reality is, you have to put into work first for a couple of years. And a couple of years sounds like a lot, but not really. Okay? Put into work first, and then try to have a good time. Don't party every freaking weekend. There's other stuff to do. You can do other stuff. You don't have to go to the club and drink and smoke and pop pills and sniff every single weekend. It's gonna affect your health. It's gonna affect your mind. It's gonna boost your ego. You're gonna think you're some badass when you're not. For example, some people that I know in the streets, they get a gun, they get a firearm, and they think, know what I'm saying? Some of these people, they get a firearm. I'm licensed to carry, by the way. Some people get a gun and they're like, and it's like, here's what I learned ever since I got a license to carry. I can go to the range and practice whenever I want. I can go and buy ammo and a new firearm whenever I want, wherever I want. But these people in the streets, it kind of the same thing. They can get a gun, they can buy ammo, but they can't practice. They can't train. So what makes you, why do they think they're tough? I have to tell people why. Who do you think you are? If you get in a shootout with someone like me that trains, you're going to lose. I'm letting y'all know right now. When I go to the range, I compare myself with other people. It is hard to shoot a handgun, a pistol. It's hard to do. And we're just standing there. You got to think about it. We're just standing there, pow, pow, pow. Think about it in real life. People are going to be moving. So that's why I say, get out of the streets. Stay away from it. Party until 2, 3, 4 in the morning is only going to get you caught up with bull crap. Go to jobcorps. Go to college. Join the military. Go to the public library. Go to church. Go work out. Do MMA. Do boxing. Stay away from the drugs. Anyways, that's what I got for this one. I appreciate y'all. Remember, slow down. Take it easy. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace!